Yeah. Anyways, Daniel Bryan being the number one centerpiece, being the main thing, the number one story, number one trending topic, the number one trending topic, at least on my Twitter, meaning area. I'm sure it's nationally as well, trending. But of course, I have it for Midwest setting, or automatically that way on my Twitter, as that is where I reside in the great state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin represent W. Trying to think never mind. I was trying to do a W with my fingers, but my brain is not working on how to do that. But anyways, welcome here to the Sports Talk Network channel here on YouTube, and welcome here tonight to the Smackdown Live review for March 30th, 2018. Here in Smackdown Live, here talking about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan being medically cleared to be coming back into the WWE ring, as reported earlier this fine day, and also a great day for WWE fans and rejoicing. Glorious. I know it's Daniel Bryan, WWE superstar, coming back, but using Bobby Roode's theme song for their feelings on Daniel Bryan coming back to the ring. It is glorious. It is awesome. It's fabulous. Taking that from Carmella, glorious and fabulous that Daniel Bryan is returning to the WWE ring. Now, I've said even when Daniel Bryan was a competitor that it kind of seemed too much of fans taking over and always had to be that Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan couldn't lose a match. Just as much as WWE fans dislike John Cena so much and Roman Reigns, like they can't even win a match without getting destroyed on Twitter by haters of them. While Daniel Bryan can't even lose a match, otherwise people are saying, "Oh, you're burying Daniel Bryan. Oh, you're putting the little man down or the other man down and this and that." I mean, Bryan's going to lose matches back then and even now if he has more than one match. And that's not even for sure. Seems like he will be wrestling at WrestleMania, or as I used to call it when I was younger, with little Steve, Grapplemania. But WrestleMania, here at WrestleMania 34, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But I know I'm talking about the finality of tonight, the main event already, but this is my show. I'm going to do how I do, at least for tonight, because Daniel Bryan being the epicenter of the episode. He started off the show, he ended the show. He got to start the show off talking about and being able to talk about, kind of almost half shoot, about him returning to WWE. Even said about forced retirement, not just retirement. Even said that and got to say that on live WWE television, not just in an interview where he did say that for the last 2 years. But forced retirement and how he did try to stay humble and look at things to be grateful for, and happy to be alive and being with his wife and now with his daughter and having a family and this and that and going to life together in that way. Though he was angry and upset and depressed at times that he couldn't get back in the WWE ring, mad at WWE, mad at himself, or others, or whatever. Again, I'm not saying I know that, but I'm just assuming that. Not putting words in his mouth. But he spoke about how his wife was always by his side, giving him encouragement, telling him to keep fighting and keep going to different specialists and going, and then to go one step further and ask WWE to reopen his case and look at it again. And they did. They sent him to specialists, maybe even ones he already seen on his own dime or on his own time, let alone his own dime previously. And all those said, "You're cleared, you're good to go." Then WWE doctor finally decided to, okay, you're cleared. Now, whether it's as conspiracy theorists are already saying that, oh, they're just clearing Daniel Bryan right now because contract negotiations, they want to get him signed on the dotted line, and this might be the thing that breaks the camel's back in a good way of Daniel Bryan to sign another 3-year deal, and then they're going to pull the wool under him and not clear him or whatever. No, that's not, at least in my opinion. I'm actually saying this as a staunch WWE supporter. I've been for all my life as a WWE fan, though I did enjoy WCW at a time during the Monday Night Wars. I mean, NWO, Sting, Goldberg, come on now. I watched both Raw and Nitro on Mondays. But point being is, that's not what WWE is doing. WWE is doing what is best for Daniel Bryan, what's best for Bryan Danielson, the person, and not just a wrestler character that is Daniel Bryan. So they have to think that if they are ever going to, as they have now, cleared him to in-ring competition in a WWE ring, that they will get these fans that will be like, Daniel Bryan should be winning the title right away, or shortly thereafter, and now can't lose a match. This and that, the same crap that I dealt with as a somewhat supporter of Bryan in the past. I'm happy he's back. But to be quite honest, I don't know for how long. And I don't think he's going to be winning a championship. I'll say it right there, him. I mean, heck, I don't get that many listeners anyways for these reviews, fortunately and unfortunately. But that's my position. Whether Blue X even have clips, Mounty's Corner, my friends over at Talking WWJ, the other podcast that I'm honored to be a part of, or whoever else is watching or listening, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. But I guess this is the good thing about not being popular yet, is that we're not going to get that negative feedback of what I just said. But I'm sticking with what I'm saying. You know, people tell me about, stick to your guns and feel how you actually feel. You ask for it, you want it, and this is what you get in this way. But, here in regards to Daniel Bryan, I respect him. I'm happy for him. He's a good person. He deserved this good karma, so to speak, or good news. He fought for it. He earned it, just like I'm trying to fight for and earn to be something here on YouTube for my channel. And I'm sure many other YouTubers are as well. I'm not the only one. I'm just saying, me individually, right now, since I'm talking on my own channel, of course, or how I'm planning wanting to go into broadcasting, sports broadcasting, journalism, and that business, whether with WWE or otherwise, because I am looking at Full Sail University. So I'm looking at you, Full Sail. Full Sail University Sports Broadcasting. We're in partnership with Dan Patrick of the Dan Patrick Show, formerly a member of ESPN, the mothership as he calls it, for sports entertainment that way. But I'll say it right now still, whether he is here for a long time or he's back for a long time, we're able to compete, or for a short time, I say Daniel Bryan will not, nor should he, win a WWE Championship or Universal Championship in his return. He can win other titles. He can win Royal Rumbles. He can win every single Royal Rumble he's part of. Well, good. He deserves to have big wins. The biggest win is that he's back in the WWE, or back to be able to compete in the WWE. Because the main reason I think WWE has decided to finally clear him now is not because they want to get his name on the dotted line and then pull the wool over his eyes and kind of a backhanded weird coup on Daniel Bryan, evil master plan. No, I don't subscribe to that conspiracy theory. But what I do believe is they're doing this so they don't lose him, like any business would do. Not wanting to lose him to another company, not wanting to lose him in general. So what do they have to do? Kind of put their back against the wall, clear him. Because if you don't clear him, he's just going to walk out when his contract is up in September. Because that's what he wants to do. He wants to get back in the ring. I don't blame him. I'm not saying this to say that I don't blame him. I don't. He is a competitor. He always will be a competitor and want to get back in a ring, whether it's a WWE ring, New Japan ring, or whatever company ring. Who he doesn't really give to, he just wants to get back and compete again and wrestle again, do what he loves, just like I'm trying to do what I love, and that's broadcasting, make that a career for myself. So I understand that part of it. He worked hard for 2 years to get this goal accomplished. This thing that seemed impossible, possible, to seem like it was never going to happen. Dream becomes reality. The reality is as glorious and awesome as the dream itself and chasing that son of a gun was. So I commend him for it, and I'm happy for him. Congratulations. And everybody here at Sports Talk Network and at the Rambo, here Steve's Wrestling Rambo podcast that does talk WWE. So that includes my co-host, Mark Rambo, Kyron Chase, Aaron Watchy, Mikey. All of us are happy for that. But for me individually, my opinion is he shouldn't be winning a WWE Championship. Won't be winning a WWE Championship. Should be winning a Universal title or WWE or all. He can win Royal Rumbles and other things, awesome. And he will have big wins, but he will also lose, guys. Fans of Daniel Bryan, I'm speaking to you directly. He will lose matches. Just as much as those haters of Roman Reigns and John Cena don't want either of them to win any matches. They have to lose everything because they've been on top for so long and they're sick of it and over it. All right, I understand. WWE needs to create new stars. That's what they've been doing in NXT. Again, like I said at the top of the show, so that's right now it's somewhat of a good thing that I don't have so many supporters and fans on this channel, because I won't be getting the backlash that I would if I was a BC Amplify, JD New York, or JD from NY, even Mounties Corner, Blue X Team and Axe, if they said this on their channels, because they have more of a fan base. So in a way, it's all right that I only have 236 followers or subscribers to the channel. As much as I want my channel to grow, because I can say this and not worry about the backlash, but I'm going to stick with it. Daniel Bryan, welcome back. But to Daniel Bryan fans out there, I don't believe he should, nor will he, be winning a WWE Championship or a Universal Championship in any point of this return. And I still wonder, will he still be here after September? Because that's still a possibility that he doesn't re-sign. Him being cleared and him being able to be back in a WWE ring only means that he can come back, whether for one match or otherwise. Okay, fine. But I don't know about WWE Championship. I don't know about Universal Championship. I do new overall. But I'm happy he is back. I understand the story, as I said, with my own story of what I'm trying to do for myself in my life, personally and professionally. I'm professionally trying to grow, get into sports broadcasting, be that all I can be, whether it is ever working for WWE in that light, or ESPN or otherwise, or however, or a local news channel or radio station, whatever it be. That's what I want to do for myself. My goal, my dream. That seems impossible. It definitely is possible. I just need to get to work and get to do that. Just as much as my personal life, how I want to grow there. So I get a job, work a long time, get, with relationships and other things and this and that, and have that grow, and how I want that part of my life to be full as well. But for Daniel Bryan, like I said, I'm happy that he's back in the WWE, and everything that happened tonight on SmackDown Live, especially at the end with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attacking him. He got to have some offense back. Awesome. But them getting the upper hand, this pretty much confirms that we'll have that tag team match at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. I'm going to assume 80% chance of winning that match. Okay? In its own feel-good story, in a sense. Daniel Bryan's cleared. 3 weeks later, he's wrestling at WrestleMania with Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, with and against, and winning a match, his first match back. Cool. Very cool. But again, I'll say it a third time, I don't see him winning the WWE title or winning the Universal title, nor do I think WWE is planning to have him win the WWE Championship or Universal Championship, because again, we don't know how long he'll actually be here. Again, there's still a chance that he'll be leaving. And I've been saying for a long time, obviously before this news broke today, of course, that's why it's called breaking news, that he was going to leave in September, because he was going to find those doctors again, or go to these doctors that did clear him previously, clear him again now, years later in 2018, and he'll be able to wrestle New Japan or otherwise, and be able to take his talents over there. So WWE felt like they were backs against the wall in the Daniel Bryan situation. Okay, let's clear him. Let's really find out if he is actually able to do this. We care about him as a person, Bryan Danielson, as much as the superstar and character Daniel Bryan. And we want to make sure, in our best interest of the company and his best interest as a person, that he's truly ready and able to be back in the ring. I know how much they know how much he wanted to be back. They understand it. They get it. Okay, cool. But still, it is all about your health. Because we want you to continue to live, sir. We want you to continue to be there for your family, sir, your wife and your child. And still have a life, a great and glorious, fabulous, awesome, good life that you have been through retirement, as much as you were upset or depressed about the situation. Health comes first. And always job. Again, I understand. Like I said, I have my own big goals and dreams with a professional because if I can get where I want to get with a professional, which I have already spoken to, my Veterans Office representative about my GI Bill, be able to go to school, get a broadcasting degree, be able to do that part of it so I can also have my personal life and have that improve as well. Both aspects. But one has to happen before the other, obviously. But for Daniel Bryan, him being cleared, him being able to wrestle, him being back, and back as we already saw tonight, it's awesome. But again, I wanted to share my strong stance on this. I will share this on Twitter and otherwise. People that are watching, welcome to smash the like button. Share the video to whoever you want to. But I'm going to stick by my points, just as you all can in your own response and retort. Welcome to leave a comment in the comment section below what you think, what I think. Are you excited about Daniel Bryan? Do you think he should already be wrestling at WrestleMania or hold up to SummerSlam or however? Do you think he will re-sign? Do you believe Daniel Bryan will re-sign in September? I'm sure your answer would have been different. Well, obviously mine was, but would be different before this breaking news today than one after. Or doesn't it change? Maybe you're one that it doesn't change from before and now. You still think he's going to not re-sign, or you still thought before this breaking news and then after this breaking news that he is going to stay in WWE. All right. Anyways, let's see here in the chat. I see Jay Thomas is here again. Lovely Jay Thomas. I thank her for being here. Seems like each and every day, each and every week. So thanks. Let's read some of her comments here in the chat. First, saying Daniel's back. I was saying although he got his butt beat, leading that up to Mania, Shane and Daniel versus Sammy and Kevin. I wonder how long ago he's been cleared. Although they shouldn't have leaked it out. They should have made it a secret, making Shane come out at Mania and say that it's going to be a tag match. Then I know it's Daniel Bryan. It would be a complete surprise. It would be kind of like the Hardy Boys last year at WrestleMania with the tag team ladder match for the Raw tag team titles. Now that was a surprise. And at first we thought, oh, the hosts, the New Day, were going to come out there and be the fourth team. And in the end, it was the Hardy Boys with the big surprise. So I get that part of it as well. Now, there were other things that happened on SmackDown Live, but this being the biggest one, of course. This being the creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. Of SmackDown Live tonight. Daniel Bryan being medically cleared to wrestle again in WWE. Again, I'm happy about it. But again, I also feel strongly on the other side as well. So, like I said, I'll share this video to others. And like I said yourself, welcome to like the video, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And ring the bell as well. Other things happening tonight, SmackDown Live, Carmella almost catching it again. Charlotte Flair losing, doing roll-up pin against Natalya. Natalya getting a win, so the champion going down. Nakamura defeating Rusev again at Fastlane here on SmackDown Live, leading up to his match at WrestleMania 1-on-1 against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Tag team action with the Bludgeon Brothers and the Usos. We're probably going to get that triple threat. It was announced for the triple threat for the United States Championship. We have champion Randy Orton facing off against the challengers Jinder Mahal and the glorious Bobby Roode. So that's what's set up here tonight from SmackDown Live. Trying to think if I missed anything else in regards to the show. Women's division, tag team division, WWE Championship scene, Daniel Bryan's return. Started the show, end the show. Because I kind of liked how they did that. They started the show and let him speak, for real about, the elephant in the room being him being cleared and being able to speak on that. And then at the end of the show, getting back to business, back in his character of general manager, or his duties as general manager, as he is in the show still. I wonder after WrestleMania, will there only be one true authority figure? Like, there are no more general managers or commissioners and this and that, even though the shows are so separate, but all the pay-per-views are co-branded anyways. Like, the end of the brand extensions coming sooner rather than later. Like, maybe even SummerSlam would be the end of the brand extension. It just makes me wonder now that Shane McMahon probably wants to go away for a little bit for real, take a break. Daniel Bryan's now a superstar, an actual competitor, be able to wrestle again, so they want to still have him as GM. I remember back in the day when Kurt Angle was GM of SmackDown Live, that was because he had a legitimate injury. They didn't know what else to do with him, so they put him in the role as general manager of SmackDown. So, Who knows? But either way, it's going to be interesting. And I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. This card looks great. Like I said, I hope to be able to be there live in person, but we'll see. I'm that as well. I've been talking to some superstars and DM on Twitter. But that should be it, unless there's anything Jay Thomas or others want to bring up here in the chat that pertains to SmackDown Live tonight that I might not have brought up that they wanted to chime in on. But if not, yes, nothing is ever unpredictable anymore, that's for sure. And maybe Take Care at Media unpredictable. Maybe we'll have to see. But that's a Raw topic, and it seems like. Anyways, I'll be back Thursday for Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Hopefully my team members will be able to join me. And otherwise, we'll be talking about Daniel Bryan, Raw, SmackDown, and other plethora of things as well there on that show on Thursday, as we do each and every week. Steve's Wrestling Ramble. And then Friday, with a review of Riverdale. Saturday, on my other channel, Animated Awesomeness, I'll be there reviewing Star Wars: The Force of People, and then the season premiere of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. So I'll be busy here on this channel, and then on the weekend over on the secondary channel. But as it pertains here for SmackDown Live, welcome to vote on my SmackDown Live Insta poll on Twitter, again at WWE_podcast. Do you think it was great, good, okay, or terrible episode of SmackDown Live? I'm sure most of us vote great, but let people know if you are on Twitter. I know Jay Thomas isn't anymore, but if you are yourself on Twitter, welcome to follow, and you're welcome to retweet that poll so other people can see and other people can vote, obviously, for sure. So your followers can check it out. But enjoy your rest of your evening. Enjoy your Wednesday as well. Now we're back Thursday night for Steve's Wrestling Ramble. So with that, I bid you all adieu. Enjoy. And as always, take care.